Okay, this is going to be a quick video about why you shouldn't live in a rural area. There is a mythology around rural life. Self-sufficiency, community, the idea that you just get far away from the city, you get close to something real. And look, I get the appeal, but I want to make a quick argument that's going to sound cynical, and it isn't. Almost everything that makes rural life hard isn't cultural. It's not about values or grit, or whether people know their neighbors anymore. It's math. It's density. And once you see it the way that I see it, the whole rural-urban divide looks less like a moral disagreement, or more like an infrastructure problem nobody's going to say out loud. So let's get to it, point by point. Let's start with the first point. Start with something more basic, like eating. In a lot of rural counties, the nearest full grocery store isn't 5 minutes away. It's 30, 45 minutes, sometimes even more minutes away. The USDA actually tracks this. It's not anecdotal, it's mapped. What fills the gap isn't nothing, it's dollar stores and gas station shelves, which means the foods that you're actually consuming is shelf-stable, processed, and calorie-dense. You don't choose your way out of a food desert. The desert chooses your diet for you. Number 2, a lack of stores and manufactured goods. Same logic, wider scope. If you need a specific part, a specific size, a specific anything, you're driving to find it, or you're waiting on a truck. Amazon closed some of that gap, but also quietly reveals the problem. Rural life increasingly runs on shipping logistics, standing in for the local commerce that used to exist. That's not self-sufficiency, that's dependency, with extra steps and a long waiting time. Number 3, long commutes. Jobs cluster where the people and the infrastructure already are. Cities, suburbs, industrial corridors. So if you live in a rural area and want a job that pays, you're often driving somewhere else to get it. That's wear on your car, gas money, time you don't get back, and a widening gap between where you live and where the opportunity actually is. Reason number 4, lack of jobs, which is really the upstream cause of number 3. Deindustrialization hollowed out a lot of the local employment that used to make rural towns self-sufficient. Remote work looked like it might fix this, but mostly it's beneficial for people who already have urban level skills and could just relocate to rural areas, not people who are already there. It didn't rebuild the local job base, it imported a few remote workers into it. Reason number 5, high maintenance. This is one that people don't think about until they're living in. No municipal water, you've got a well, no sewer line, you've got a septic system. Roads, power lines, internet infrastructure, all of it has to run further per household because there are fewer households per mile to split the cost. Rural infrastructure isn't cheap either. It's just cost shifted onto fewer people, which makes it more expensive per person. Even with total spend is less. Number 6, aging populations. So what happens when the jobs are elsewhere and the infrastructure costs keep climbing per capita? Young people leave for college, for work, and a lot of them don't come back. What's left skews older. And an aging population isn't just a demographic detail, it's a shrinking tax base, which makes fixing problems 1 through 5 even harder. It's a feedback loop, not a snapshot. And lastly, number 7 is isolation, which brings us to the human cost. Less population density doesn't just mean fewer stores, it means fewer institutions, period. No therapist within reach, no specialist doctor, no third places, the coffee shops, the community centers, the places you just exist around other people without needing a reason. And I want to be clear, this isn't a separate problem from everything above. It's the downstream effect of all of it. Isolation is what low density produces when you don't intervene on it, and it's just the economics of it. So here's the actual thesis underneath all 7 points. None of this is really about rural people doing something wrong, or rural culture being broken, or urban people being right. It's population density making per capita infrastructure and access unsustainable past a certain threshold. And whether one of these problems is just that same mass showing up in different parts of everyday life. Which means the fix, if there is one, isn't convince people to think differently about the hometown. It's structural. It's about whether we're willing to subsidize the cost of low density on purpose, or whether we just let the feedback loop keep running until the choice gets made for everyone.